This episode of The Casual is brought to you in part by Squarespace. For all your website needs, Squarespace delivers it in an all-around package to help you build a beautiful, integrated online presence. While Bape and Comme des Garçons probably hold the top spots as the most recognizable Japanese labels on the planet, and brands like Capital and Visvum have sizable cult followings, there are a number of Japanese brands that would also fare well in the Western Hemisphere, even with more stiff competition. And today we're gonna take a look at a few that may tickle your fancy across a range of different styles, which seems like a good phrase to use in this case. Tickle your fancy? I'm not sure if I like that one, but in any case, I'm your boy Reggie Casual, and these are 7 Japanese brands that would absolutely kill it if they went out west. I think. It's very opinionated, but these are some great labels to check out in any case. Let's get it. All right, so coming in at our 7th spot, we have Japan Blue Denim. Now with denim finally coming back in full swing, Japan Blue has a real shot at expanding a bit more outside its domestic borders, if they wanted to. The brand is known for its unique use of indigo dyed yarns and traditional Japanese dyeing techniques that create beautiful and intricate patterns on the denim fabric. And what's nuts about it is that not all of the fabric is domestically produced. Japan Blue is known for seeking high quality fabric from different countries and sources around the world, and then applying Japanese construction techniques when manufacturing. This embrace of international denim culture has made Japan Blue quite popular with enthusiasts of particular tastes. And the brand's story isn't too shabby either. The brand's name is a nod to the rich history of indigo dyeing in Japan, which dates back centuries and draws inspiration from traditional Japanese textile techniques, with many of its denim products featuring intricate patterns and textures that reflect this heritage. And with its inimitable dyeing process, Japan Blue has set itself apart. But the real treasure is the price. With all that heritage and quality, the brand is actually quite affordable, with many pairs going under or not too far above $200 USD. And while that may sound expensive to those who don't dabble in high-end denim, for those that do, that is an incredibly attractive price point considering the quality you're getting. At number 6, we have White Mountaineering. Now, when the Gorpcore craze started in the beginning of the 2020s, I knew a ton of people would miss out on likely the best brand to ever employ Gorpcore or outdoor styles, whatever you want to call it, and that is Yosuke Aizawa's White Mountaineering, a brand that's been around since 2006. That's what I'm talking about. 2006, this brand been around, then all of a sudden, listen, I'm not gonna get into it, let's just talk about the brand. While there are a few Westerners out there that may be privy to the brand's greatness due to its collaborations with labels like Adidas, far more have missed out on a label that has quite effectively turned outdoor wear into a runway ready style. Dare I say it's spearheaded it, but that's just me. Now, it's to be expected as Japan has always been about lifestyle driven fashion, but the great thing about White Mountaineering is that it does pretty much everything right in its genre. The brand's clothing often incorporates technical fabrics like Gore-Tex and Primaloft, which are commonly used in outdoor gear, as you would imagine, but it's reimagined in a fashion context. This creates a unique blend of style and functionality that appeals to both fashion-conscious consumers and outdoor enthusiasts. The brand's clothing often features bold patterns and textures that are inspired by traditional Japanese textiles like sashiko. And it's easy and probably more importantly, fun to wear, fitting into several different style archetypes. It's basically Junya Watanabe man on outdoor crack. Isn't all crack outdoor? But yeah, it's like that. Which is understandable as Yosuke Aizawa was under the tutelage of one Junya Watanabe years back, which kind of gives you an idea of the chops the brand has and how easily it could fit into a Western market. Next is Masayuki Ino's Doublet, which admittedly gained a lot of attention early as Ino won the LVMH award back in 2018. Problem is, the West trend turnover rate is so incredibly fast that Doublet failed to make significant gains outside of Asia where the brand has a strong fan base. Doublet is basically the Japanese equivalent of Balenciaga or VIRIDI-ANNE, minus the controversial mumbo jumbo and also a bit more consistent. This shouldn't be surprising as Ino was under the tutelage of Miharu Yasuhiro, who's also known as a designer that takes fantastical chances in garment construction. However, Doublet is far more approachable, skewing the ideas of Western mainstream street, gender fluidity, and Japanese style proclivities together to create a dynamic label that has enough approachable pieces that anyone can relate to, while also a range of statement pieces that can surely attract the riskiest of fashion enthusiasts. It has a definitive place in a Western market. The only tough sell is getting people to look for it rather than other brands that they already know about to fill in the voids of their closet and just looking at the same brands over and over. Check out Doublet. It may have something that could fit into what you already do, just a different angle, a different perspective. That's all I'm saying. It's a great label though, and you should definitely check it out. Next up, we have READYMADE. Admittedly, Yuto Hosokawa's READYMADE is quite well known out west, but like many Japanese brands and labels, it lost steam once celebrities moved on to something else. However, if READYMADE ever decided to take a more aggressive approach towards the West, there would be almost no competition in its market. Known for its handmade materials using vintage military fabrics, READYMADE is the consummate remake label, especially for contemporary and street styles. Hosokawa has nearly perfected his technique and can make anything from vintage military tarp, anything from shirts to downcoats to jackets to hats to his most notable pieces like bags or even stuffed animals. Further, READYMADE has done collabs with Bape, Off-White, Takashi Murakami, and more. And each piece is different due to true military old school tarp being used on all of the pieces. And this is recorded on each tag, ensuring the authenticity of each piece, written by Hosokawa himself. This unfortunately makes READYMADE slow to produce and really expensive, but a worthwhile investment. What with many Western fans embracing slower fashion, especially among the luxury and designer inclined, READYMADE has a place. The problem is, it has such a strong appeal in Japan, it's almost unnecessary for it to go beyond its home country, which is sad, but understandable. However, READYMADE has no competition in its space. Not because other brands aren't doing it, but because it's the only brand that does it how it does it. And that is a testament in and of itself. Now we got the top 3 coming up, but before that, let's get into a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. A big part of fashion is community, and building a fashion brand or any business requires a strong one. That's why using Squarespace for your new website might be the way to go. Besides being packed with great website templates, built-in SEO and analytics, Squarespace's new members areas make it easy to create, foster, and grow a community of true fans. Give back by giving members exclusive content, discounts, and much more, all while monetizing your business. So use our code squarespace.com/thecasual to save 10% off of your first website and let Squarespace help you build your brand, business, and community. Coming in at our 3 spot, we have the VIRIDI-ANNE, founded in 2001 by Okaniwa Tomoaki. The VIRIDI-ANNE is known for its minimalist and avant-garde designs that incorporate natural materials and textures into its clothing, which is right in line with this style du jour. One of the key features of the VIRIDI-ANNE's clothing is its use of natural materials like wool, linen, and cotton. The brand's designs often feature earthy tones and organic textures that create a sense of natural beauty and simplicity. This approach reflects the brand's commitment to sustainability and eco-friendliness and has helped to establish the VIRIDI-ANNE as a leader in the sustainable fashion movement. But that isn't what the VIRIDI-ANNE advertises. It does not rest on its eco-friendliness laurels. That's just a byproduct of the way the brand approaches design. No, the VIRIDI-ANNE has become well established because it's damn good. While simple, it's one of the most dynamic, well-known underground labels in Japan, which sounds weird, but hear me out. It's a brand that has a range of outwear pieces that kill it every time. pants that are must-haves for anyone about that avant-garde style, accessories and shoes that complete entire looks, and it's one of the few brands on the planet, yes, on the planet, that you could just rock it and you'd still have a complete wardrobe and it'd still be amazing. The brand's use of texture is second to none, using fabrics like alpaca, cashmere, and shoulder, and in an effort to maintain its dedication to sustainability, it doesn't produce much of that stuff, making each collection incredibly limited, but worth it. In fact, for many people, like myself, who buy and enjoy the brand, we're constantly judging if we should buy now or wait, as the fervor for certain pieces is all too clear, and you're competing with a strong and dedicated community of fans. The mix of style, quality, and make would certainly give more options to a Western audience. However, it does suffer from Asia standard sizing, which may cut out a lot of those who could be interested in it. So while it's amazing, you kinda have to have as close to an Asian body type as possible. And that's sad considering how many options the brand has. Coming in second to last, or at number 2, Monkey Time. Founded in 2012 as a sub-brand of Japanese select shop retailer United Arrows. If there was a brand that stripped away all of the hype of typical streetwear brands, mainstream streetwear brands, and provided high-quality non-branded products and maintained the culture and distinctiveness of mainstream streetwear, you know, the stuff that's everywhere anyway, Monkey Time would be on the top of that list with no competition. None. You could give me Jerry Lorenzo's Essentials or High Million d'Or or really any brand, and I'd say Monkey Time beats them in either quality or variety for the price point every single time. The key for Monkey Time is that it's not over-reliant on itself as a brand. There are no bold logos or hype releases, just a consistent brand that provides upper echelon silhouettes and quality without obnoxiousness. What's not to love about that? Need an oversized hoodie? Monkey Time got you. How about some cropped, wide tapered pants? Yes sir. Or some wide cargo balloon pants? Jesus. Or even some unique jewelry? Yeah, they got that too. All minimal, all up to you, and strictly street centric. There's not many brands out west with that type of dedication, and even less without wrapping itself in ultra branding. Monkey Time, in a sense, is one of a few. And finally, at number 1, we got Ann Wander. And I know you fans of Ann Wander have been waiting. They were like, if this dude does not talk about Ann Wander, I am going to smack him in the face. I got you. I got you. Let's talk about it. Ask any Ann Wander fan from outside of Japan and they will tell you how amazing the brand is. And quite often, as Western fans do, they tend to overinflate its greatness because it is an acquired taste. Basically, the same thing that has happened with Capital, everybody going crazy like Capital is the best brand of all time, is the same thing for Ann Wander, but just like Capital, the hype is often warranted, or at least the excitement is. Unlike the aforementioned white mountaineering, that is perhaps more fashion than function, Ann Wander has nearly perfected the fusion. Founded in 2011 by Ikeuchi Keita and Mori Mohiko, the brand is known for its high-quality outdoor clothing and accessories, which are designed to be both functional and stylish. By using advanced construction techniques, the brand's clothing is designed to be lightweight, durable, and weather-resistant, making it ideal for outdoor activities like hiking and camping. It also features innovative design elements like articulated seams and gusseted crotches, which give wearers greater freedom of movement and comfort. In addition to its technical prowess, however, Ann Wander is also known for its stylish and fashion-forward designs. The brand's clothing often features bold colors and graphic patterns, which create a distinctive look that sets it apart from other outdoor brands. This approach has helped to establish Ann Wander as a leader in the emerging trend of urban outdoor clothing, which seeks to blend the functionality of traditional outerwear gear with the style and aesthetic of contemporary fashion. This makes Ann Wander more than just a fashion brand, but an actual brand that can be used for the activities it takes inspiration from. And not many brands complete the circle like that. And that's one of the things that Ann Wander can bring to the Western market table that often gets lost in the sauce. Ann Wander basically eliminates the need to go from style to style without truly digging into much of what it has to offer. It's good enough to get that message across, and if they go to a Western market heavy, because it does have a few markets out west, it's just not strong in that way. If it does decide to do that, it has a place. It can compete, and it could compete really well. So that's our 7 from Japan that could kill it in the West. However, unlikely it may be that they'll actually go in that direction because that beats Japan. But what about you? What do you think? What brands would you like to see make a strong presence in the West that are from Japan or anywhere else for that matter? Let your thoughts be known in the comments or suggest another list we could cover. But most importantly, keep it locked right here for all of your info in international fashion, culture, and business from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And I will see you guys in a minute. じゃあ、今日はここまでです。I'm out.